This is Mario Central, here with you today for another episode of Detective Private Investigator Princess Peach and her ever-clever partner, Twink, and his amazing ability to deduce. Here we go once more to reclaim what is ours, to unsolve the mysteries of unsolved mysteries of Bowser's Castle, aka Princess Peach's castle. She will stand for nothing until she gets her castle back, and she is determined to go on a hunt to help Mario along his way. Ah, yes, Princess Peach, you are given so much more of a worthy title in these RPG series than you are normally in your platforming games. Good thing she's getting the ability to play with her in Mario 3D World. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad that they decided to do that, because I loved controlling her in Mario Bros. 2. The fact that you can float, I don't know how she floats, but the fact that you can float is just so gosh darn useful. Alright, now we can't go through there quite as yet, but the main room we have to go in is right there. But I think she should have stopped by that dinner place, because she could have had a nice meal before she did all this. I mean, it relieves the stress, makes you more calm, you don't get caught, and that way you can avoid everything. See? You see? You didn't have dinner, and now you got caught. This is why you have a meal before you do these things. But, I like how comical the music is. It kind of reminds me of Wind Waker, when, you get tossed in the jail again, and it's just like, da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, well, try again, folks. I like the fact that if you have to do this multiple times, when you go through that corridor, they just cut right to you exiting out. That's just game design at its best, folks. That's what you gotta do. Always try to have the time. Now this time, I gotta channel my inner Ocarina of Time and make it past this, because clearly I should have been paying more attention. Alright. I think once I'm past him, there's nothing really guarding me here unless... Oh, cut! I couldn't even see him from the screen. Come on! Third attempt, trying not to be seen. I will sing because I want to be caught. Move away, you guys. I don't know, what are these guys even called? I don't even know, to be brutally honest with you, and they're everywhere. They're not dry bones. What are they, like armored Koopas? That's probably what I'll call them, the Sir Knight Koopas. But over there is a badge. Now, if you're wondering how in the world can I get this tomorrow, because what use is Peach going to have with it? Yeah, we don't battle with Peach in this one. Well, that's going to be unlocked a little bit later on. As you can see, there was a life shroom sitting up there, so we'll get that in due time, but unfortunately we can't do anything about that now. When we finish the next chapter, then we'll be able to get things to Mario, and you'll see how. I think he's guarding one of the star spirits right now. Yeah, Master Tubba Blubba lives in the castle at the top of Gusty Gulch. I heard that someone near his castle is a mansion and a village full of ghosts. I guess Master Tubba Blubba sometimes goes there to catch boos, and then, when he catches one, he gobbles it down, starting with its head. Wait, boos have heads? Since when? I thought they were all body. I won't be able to walk to the bathroom alone at night. I'm gonna have nightmares. Why'd you tell me? Also heard that Master Tubba Blubba is invincible. See, he can't be hurt. Might even be stronger than King Bowser. Stronger than King Bowser? Come on, that's impossible. Even Master Tubba Blubba has to have some weak points. Tubba Blubba of Blubber. There's another rumor that Tubba Blubba's got a secret that would ruin him if it ever got out. I bet it's about his past. Heard he didn't used to be strong at all. Shh! What if Tubba Blubba hears you? He might gobble us up! Still, what do you think his secret could be anyway? I don't know. No one knows. That's why it's a secret, you halfwit! Twink, it sounds like Tubba Blubba has a weak point after all. If only we could find out. Huh? Hey, did you hear someone talking just now? Do you think someone knows we're goofing off in here? Oh, whoa! Princess Peach, how'd you get here? Sorry to do this, but you have to go back to your room right now. These are like the nicest guards I have ever seen in my life. Oh, no! I mean, seriously, they have so much respect for Princess Peach that they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this. You know, this goes against every being of my moral fiber, but I have to carry you to your room. I'm sorry. They're so nice. So nice to meet you in person. You still got a long way to go, but I just know you can save Princess Peach. I'll do my best to help you. Here's a present for you. Well, unfortunately, her best is not that great. What her ability is, it's basically putting enemies to sleep. Now, while that does sound useful, unfortunately, it does not put bosses to sleep. So this doesn't really help. Sure, if you get into a troublesome, like, weak enemy fight and you want to get rid of it quickly, then you can use her. But I never really end up using sleep conditions or any other conditions very much in this game. Obviously, you would like to do that with Pokemon. For this game, I don't really, it's more of an all-out attack for me. Goodbye, Mario, I'm off, and then heal whenever necessary, because obviously you're going to have to heal at some points in this game. That's why it's important to have very good items with you, like mushrooms, maple syrups, aplenty, eventually super mushrooms, and you just want to have a bunch of those on you, because even, I'll tell you something, like, I tend to die a lot in this game. Again, I take a lot of risks, so I like to have a lot of life shrooms on hand, as if I really don't want to have to heal and I feel like I can hang on with 10 life. I like to have them on hand as well, and you can mix them with Taste Tea later on to make it an even better item. Whoa, a fire flower! Nice, I wonder what else is in here. Is there any other goodies that I should know about without having to fight this Pokey that's chasing after me? Get away, Pokey! I don't want to have to deal with you! Wow, he's actually not moving that fast. He's really slow, actually. Just like, I'm coming! Did Mario wait right there? I got you, you see? I am much more quicker than I present myself to be, but unfortunately for you, I can run away because I am just that quick. Haha! In your face, Pokey! You have to be faster than that, my friend. Alright. But now that we're done with this place, we can actually go back to Colorado, because remember that idol that we didn't necessarily have to get? Well, it nets us a bit of a nice prize. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it gets us something nice. So let's go back and hand this back to Colorado, because I would feel bad for him if he didn't even get to go there, because so far he still doesn't even know that that palace has risen up. I'm getting so frustrated I might have to give up. I say, Mario, that artifact you hold in your hand, it looks quite important. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that a clue to Dry Ruins? Mario, old chum, I beg of you, could you possibly part with it? Cheers, Mario, smashing, really, old boy. Soon now the mysterious Dry Ruins will rise from the sands that conceal them. As a brilliant archaeologist, I say it must be so. I suppose a thank you gift is in order, eh, old boy? You know a bit of the magic of the desert. Cherish the memory, old boy. He definitely reminds me of one of those, like, old British guys that play the crochet. The typical, stereotypical view of all British people. Now, the thing is, it's funny, you didn't have to face the buzzard guy. In fact, his name is Bazaar. Seriously? All he just did was take out the D. Bazaar, nice to meet you. I'm Mario. No, I'm Luigi. Now, the thing is if you lie to him about Luigi, you would have to fight him here. But you could also lie to him again, so it is entirely optional. Just like it is getting that idol. You could pass over it if you want, it's not required. But, I mean, if you want star pieces, if you want good badges from that one of the more lovely sisters or brother or whoever he is, then it's important to get as many star pieces as you see. I'm not going to go for every single Chuckquizmo quiz, but I'll try to get anything that I can visibly see within my vision, because if I just see it on the screen, then I'm like, okay, I might as well go and get it. Now, Mounty Moles, I do not need to battle you because you're not even worth it at this point. I think they're only honestly worth 1 experience point now. Yeah, we've gotten that strong, so there really isn't the sense of it. I think now we upgraded our badge power, so I can equip a few more things. I'm going to equip this Dizzy Attack, which is actually a very useful badge. What it ends up doing is that if you land on an enemy with a jump or even a hammer, it has the chance of stunning them. And this could even happen with bosses as well. So it's very useful. I wanted it equipped the first place, but I didn't have enough badge points and I'd rather have the damage dodge. So that's why. But that's why I upgraded the BP, because I have so many badges I could utilize, which I don't think I had this luxury before. I think it's just because I never really explored this game as much as I am now. Whoa, another power block! Well, it's a good thing I remember this was here. I'm going to upgrade Cooper for sure. Sorry, Goombario, he's kind of getting the raw end of the deal, but I'll get him an upgrade soon enough. Hopefully I'll find one down the line. Alright, Mr. Cooper, you have now, I think he learns a move called Dizzy Shell, which is basically what I just described as the Dizzy Stomp badge, which is, once he powers through enemies, it stuns them for a bit. I think it does damage, or maybe it doesn't. Usually status condition moves don't really do any damage, so, just like Pokemon, so I guess that doesn't really work, except for burn and poison, obviously, but that doesn't really happen in this game too often. It does happen, though, because what wouldn't it be without paper getting burned, right? It's gonna happen at some point. We are made of paper, that's for sure. I like See, this is what I like about the future of the series, is they really started to play with the paper mechanic more. In this game, they sort of established it. Here it is, it's 2D, but you also got a 3D thing going on, and they really used it creatively. But later on in the series, especially the next installment and future installments, they really started to play with the whole idea of paper more, and I really, really enjoyed that. I did. It had to be done, because that was just an idea that they could do so much with. I mean, you're made of paper. You could do origami. You could form yourself into any sort of shape. Do it, Mario. You can do it, my friend. But now that we're back here, I think we should explore this town a tad bit more. In fact, I think it's time to challenge Mr. Kung Fu Karate Instructor. I don't know his name, though. I think he's just called the Master. But first, should I go down the sewers? I want to explore more of the sewers, because remember we had that stone block to get rid of, which this time I remember, so I'm not going to forget it this time. But I think, you know what, I might as well go with the Master. I'm going to go with Bombette, because he's not going to be flying in the air. He's not that crazy in terms of the Kung Fu style. He is on the ground at all times, but he is pretty powerful, so I'm just going to fight him once. He has multiple forms, by the way. For what purpose did you come today? So this is his first form, and by the way, this music is amazing. Bum 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 ba-rum bum bum. It's like you're climbing that uphill test to face the most powerful man in the universe, and just like the dojo in Super Mario RPG, you don't get any experience from this fight, but you just get the satisfaction that you know you beat a powerful enemy. Trust me, this guy gets way more harder. He's even more powerful right now. Look at this. I blocked and he did 4 damage. I shouldn't be facing him right now, but I feel like it. So sue me. I'm going to face him now, because I think I can win it. Especially now that I have 2 star powers, I can use refresh twice, at least, and then build it back up with refresh eventually. Oh, good thing I'm really starting to get the timing down for that, because if I don't do it, I think he does 6 damage to you. So yeah, gotta be real careful about that. It doesn't help that I haven't been upgrading my HP, but whatever. I shall make it through anyways. Thank you, L Star. Now we have 8. Alright. Gotta use these. Okay, so now I have 5. How much does the power buns do? It's about 3 FP as well, right? Okay. I think I'll keep it back for mostly the power bomb. Oh, 6, he did it! Oh, gee. Okay, I'll refresh, just in case. Because right there, I couldn't really predict what he was going to do. That's all he does in this form. He just comes up to you and pokes you. He gives you that, what was that move called in Kung Fu Panda? When he's just like, a skadoosh, and he just taps his fingers? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, the whooshy finger hold. He kind of just does that to you and taps you on the chest. It's kind of like the touch of death in Simpsons. Here comes inevitable pain. Yes! This is brilliant. Look at this. Oh, baby. That is amazing. I mean, it just starts you off with 4, and then you keep counting down. That is really, really helpful. Thank goodness for that ability, eh? My goodness. Yes! Oh, this is one. Oh, wow, we defeated him already! Yes! Ha-ha! Take it, Master! In your face! I see why you're so famous, Mario. You are truly a masterful fighter. Very well worthy adversary. I give you this, the 3rd degree card. You are welcome to train here with us anytime. Guess he's a little worn out after a battle. Wow, I can't believe that went that well. But it's because Bombette is powered up, that's why. It just works out in our favor. Because you probably should save the Master for when you clear one more chapter, but I just decided to do it now. But I'm definitely not facing him a second time. When you face him a second time, he changes forms. Yeah. He's like the karate master we all feared when he can go Super Saiyan. That's never a thing we want to face. Trust me on that one. He gets a lot more tougher. That's why I like how they kind of incorporated this again. This is how you can tell this was a true successor to Super Mario RPG. It's things like that. I think I want to read Bombette's letter. Who sent her a mail? I'm actually kind of curious. Dear Miss Bombette, we write this letter as a humble request to you, the most worthy and explosive of all bomb-bombs. It's still a long time off, but later this year we will be staging an opening event for a new Dry Railroad route. We feel the event would be a gala bash if we could enlist your bomb-bursting help. Crowds love fireworks. Anyways, we'll get in touch with you after your adventure ends. Sincerely, Dry Railroad Transportation Department. Oh, that's cool. So Bombette's got herself a little job after she's done with us. It's too bad she doesn't really say anything, though. That's what I kind of like about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, is your partners have a bit more personality. They do have personality, but not to the degree of the next game. Dodge Master. Makes the action command work more frequently. I don't really need that. That isn't that necessary. I don't think I've ever bought that badge before, because it pretty much comes down to if you can time it or not. If you really think you need it, then I guess, but 100 coins, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. But I think now that we're done with that, I think we can go down the sewers one more time, but first... Oh, right, I can't go in there. I keep forgetting that. I'm like, oh yeah, there's more of this town to explore. Let's go over there. Huzzah! Oh, it's locked for the second time I'm checking. Oops. Oh yeah, Tasty, here. Cook some things up for me, will you? You know what I'm curious about? What would this turn into? An omelet? A nice fried egg, mashed up egg, sunny side up? I'm curious about your recipe, Tasty. And it turns into a fried egg! Alright, was that 10 FP? Wow, that's pretty good. I'm curious to see if she can do anything with the dried shroom, actually. I accidentally purchased one too many of these, so I might as well see if she can do anything. Tra-la-la-la-la! I can see you enjoy your cooking. And it's a mistake! Oh, that's what I was talking about, but you know what? That's better than a dried shroom. I guess I might as well eat it. Yum, nom, 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 delicious. Very delicious. But I think I'll go to the sewers now, or maybe I should go and heal myself up. I think I'm gonna go and do that, but first, let's just see what's down here. I might as well get rid of the block and then go and do so. Let me save, and I will be right back. Luigi! Luigi! Why are there notes stemming up from the basement? I don't like this. This is unhealthy. Call the exterminator. Call the eliminator. We need all of them to solve this problem. We need to maintain an orderly household. We are heroes of the Mushroom Kingdom. When people come to our houses, they expect our house to be in tip-top shape. And I don't think having notes come up from the basement is very healthy for us, because the draft will come in. You gotta think of the mortgage costs. Gosh darn it. You want to sell this place? Eventually we'll make more money if we get rid of this singing notes problem. But now that we have the super hammer, we can progress on through here and meet Blooper! I like that every time you face them, they have to announce their entry, like, oh, wait, Mario's coming. Blooper! Here I am, to show, to fight. Good. Wow, that was actually not a bad one. See, that's normally the amount I normally do, like 7, 8. I cannot believe I destroyed Chen the way I did. And even Lee took a good amount of damage. Wow, that's a strong move. Does that lower my accuracy? Okay, good. This is not Pokemon. Because there are some moves in this game that do that, I believe. And then you see Mario jump in the air and foolishly miss. It looks so stupid. Because then Mario just kind of dusts himself off and he's like, I'll get him next time. Getting these power bounces is pretty good. I want to save the shell shot for when he does this. Yes, this is what I was waiting for. This is what the large bloopers tend to do, is that they'll electrocute themselves. I know, how is it not painting them right now? I have no idea. But what it does is I can't make any physical contact to them whatsoever. So I'm going to go to Goombario because I want to see how much health he has left so I can determine whether or not to use shell shot. Because shell shot with power carry will negate this. He'll just drive right into him, do 6 damage, and he won't even take any damage himself. Because you get a badge like this later on called a Zap Tap badge, and it works very similarly to this, so you might as well equip it at all times. But, oh god, it even increases his attack power a tad bit, because regularly that'll do 2, but because of the added electrical effects, it now does 4. Boom. Perfect. Wait, I didn't even get a good look at his health. Oh, 23. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I'll stick with Goombario for now. And then when he goes back to his electrical form, then I can switch out to Para Carry on Mario's turn. Because pretty much, you cannot do a darn thing with Mario. You can't even attack him with the hammer because he is slightly above the ground. I don't even know how he's floating, but yes. Fortunately, we can't hit him with the hammer, so he can't really do anything. So your best bet is either heal on that turn, focus enough star power if you don't have enough, or just switch out to another party member. Because the only guys that can really damage him while he's like this is Para Carry. No one else can. Even Bombette's bomb will miss, Cooper will miss, Goombario can't do anything. And your best bet is to just go with Parakarry's Shell Shot. Because not even Mario can do anything, so you might as well get some damage on him while he's like this. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen right now, because I'm going to take his hit! Yes! Getting used to that timing. Because if I wasn't able to block that, that would probably do 6 normally, so that's pretty darn lethal. I gotta watch out for that. But you are nearly finished, my friend. Just 11 more damage, and you know what? I don't have to use this, but I will. Shell Shot, look at that power. Just as useful as a bomb. That is why I like that move, and it's easy to do too. All you have to do is just tilt the control stick, and once you line it up, you're done. Oh, thanks a lot, my lovely sister. You had to give this to me now when the fight is going to end. Now, that is the only drawback, because you don't have control of when she pops up. Sometimes she could pop up in the times you don't need her. Like, she'll give you an attack upgrade when you're facing a Goomba. Like, seriously. She picks sometimes the worst times to show up, but then again, sometimes she picks the best times, like when I got that attack bonus with Tutan Koopa. So it's 50-50 with her. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you're going to love her, and sometimes you're going to be like, why are you even here? No, don't use your power. I'd rather have it for later. Because every time she uses it, it will slowly dwindle her away, because eventually she's going to run out, and you have to go renew that license. Okay, so I did a quick landscaping of this whole area, and there's not really anything to do, unfortunately for us. We have to get more upgrades, but I want to see what's down. Oh, okay. I almost forgot about that. So we can't get that quite as yet, but at least I'll store that away in my mind to remember for later when we get the appropriate upgrade to destroy those red blocks. That's the red blocks that Chuck Quizmo was talking about, but we hadn't even seen them until now. So, unfortunately, we can't do anything quite as yet down here until we get another upgraded hammer, and we upgrade our stats just a tad bit more. But I just want to see what's over here real quick without having to battle, but of course that is not going to happen. But guess what? We're facing these guys for the first time, so let's shower down the bomb. Or actually, let's do a quick hammer. Oh, well, thank you. You know what? I actually don't mind it being used there, because quick hammer only does 2 normally. Hi-ya! Beautiful. Alright, that gets rid of the Buzzy Beetles immediately. I'm surprised that did not take down the spiked Goomba. I wonder if this hurts him. Oh, it does. Okay, good. I was hoping she wouldn't act like the jump and then just somehow get hit by Spike, even though she's just ramming into him like a bull. Otherwise, let's see what's up there, actually. Oh, probably just a badge, or probably an HP plus or something like that. Oh, Power Smash. Oh, wait, then what's the Smash Charge? Oh, okay, no. You know what Power Smash is? That's just a more powerful attack of your hammer, so you don't really need the Smash Charge badge. You can just use this, and it's a more powerful version, but I believe it uses, I think, 3 or 4 FP, so it's ultimately up to you what would you prefer, because the Smash Charge, I believe, only uses 1 FP, but you have to waste a turn to use it, unfortunately. I don't know if you can consecutively use it, though, that's the thing. But now you can see what these blue pipes are used for. You can go back to these villages at any point of time, so they really help you out here if you need to come back to here for some reason. Like, if you just feel bad for Koopa and you're like, you know what, I want to bring him back to his mother. I feel bad. But I think that does it for us today, as we have gotten rid of a lot of things in Toad Town. We are going to start continuing on a journey in the next one. This is Mario Central, signing off.